So in last class, what we have seen? Software architectures, right? Can we recap them once? Okay. Tell me, sir, how many number of software architectures we have? 4. What are those? 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier, and n tier, right? Okay, fine. In each tier, how many layers we have? What are those? Web layer, app layer, database layer. Correct or not, sir? Let me open the document for you. So it's 10:45. Yeah, here it is. So this is the class notes what we have seen. Architectures are up to how many types? 4. What are those? 1 tier, 2, 3, and n tier. How many layers we have, sir? Layer can also be called as server. Correct or not? First one is web server. Second one, third one, database server. Okay, so when we are talking about servers, these are the major servers we have. Okay, fine. Sir, in real time, what is the purpose of using web server, sir? To show the application. To show the application. Okay. App server, to use the application. DB server, to store and retrieve the. Okay. Coming to the applications, with the help of one tier architecture, what kind of application we can develop? Standalone. What is the meaning of standalone? Application will work on locally. Correct or not, sir? Best example for standalone is VLC. Second architecture is what here? 2 tier. With the help of 2 tier architecture, what kind of application we can develop? Client server. Any example? Banking application. Third one is 3 tier. What kind of application can we develop, sir? Web applications. In real time, which architecture we are going to majorly work on? In real time, which architecture we are going to work majorly on? Completely 3 tier only. Which tier? So remember, of course, there are some 2 tier architecture and 3 tier architecture also, but 99% we will work on the 3 tier architecture. Why? Because with the help of 3 tier architecture, what kind of applications can we develop? What kind of application can we develop? No, not like that. I am asking what kind of applications? Web applications. Which one? Why? Because with the help of web only, you can access the application or not, sir? That's it. Example, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. All of you use them or not? Okay, fine. Sir, in today's class, what we are going to do is... Who's speaking there? Okay. In today's class, what we are going to do now? Sir, in day 1, we just learned about what is DevOps, right? But coming to the roles and responsibilities, what is the first roles and responsibility of DevOps engineer? Architecture. We need to understand the architecture and we need to work on the architecture. In last class, have you discussed about architectures or not, sir? Have you got the idea about architecture now? Last class we discussed. In today's class, I'm going to implement this one. What I'm going to show you? Implementation of architectures. Okay, fine. What is our agenda for today is create a web server and show the live environment. This is our agenda. What is our agenda today? Create a web server and show the live environment. I will show you the real-time environment on day 1 only. Okay, we are not going to cover the entire course, and at the last I won't show you the real-time work. Whatever the work I'm going to show you from day 1, it will be real-time work only. Okay, fine. Okay, sir. All of you know about Netflix application, right? What is the purpose of using application, sir? Watching movies. Okay, fine. If I type Netflix application, sir, when I type netflix.com, first of all, I'll get one login or not, sir? Login details. Are you able to see it? Same kind of page I'm going to show you. Like you are going to deploy now. Okay. Whatever the page here you are seeing, like let me open one more page. Not this one. Just type Netflix sign up. Sir, here are you able to see one page, sir? If I click this one, are you able to see the page? It's our application or not? Same application you are going to deploy in today's class with the help of automation, not manually. How I'm going to do it? Automation way. Okay, fine. Sir, automation is also one of the key principle for our DevOps or not, sir? First key principle is architecture understanding. Second key principle is automation. These both I'm going to show you in today's class. Okay, that's our agenda. Fine. Sir, first of all, we need to create a web server. Correct or not, sir? Yeah, let's make it as two parts. First of all, let's create a web server. Part 2 is showing the live environment. What is the meaning of server? My question to you is, server services the end users. Correct or not, sir? Practically, have I shown you example? Restaurant example have I shown you? No, right? Okay. So, how our class are going to be, remember, whatever the subject you are going to learn here, first of all, I'll take our general life example. That means whatever we do on our daily activities, I will take that example and we are going to convert them into technical words. Let me open some presentation here. EC2. All of you go to restaurant? How frequently you go? Weekly once, huh? Okay, tell me any famous restaurants here, you know. Any two? Spicy one. Okay, then still? Huh? Okay, I'll tell it the last. What are the two best restaurants here? But see here. To take the concept of server, which example we are taking here? Restaurant example. Which example? Sir, all of you gone to restaurant at least once or not, sir? So now see how I'm going to explain this one. For example, how many people are there here? 3. Like, forgot about this one. How many are there in table? Sir, first guy is, for example, let's take it's me. I am fond of biryanis. I want to order what? Biryani. This kid is there now. So one of the kid. He is fond of salad, what we call this one? Sweets. So generally, kids used to take sweets or not, or more. So I'm ordering biryani and the second guy is ordering sweets. And here, let them sit first of all. Let's go it. Give me 1 second, online guys. Guys, just give me a couple of minutes here. We have some technical issue. Just 2 minutes. Please wait. is going to bring to the salad to her from the kitchen. That means whatever I request, server is delivering me or not, sir? Exact meaning in real time means server is something which you take from the user as an input. It will serve to the end user. Simple meaning I'll tell you, like if you go to internet, there will be hell lot of examples. There will be what? Lot of examples. Like don't listen to all of them. In a simple, sweet and short manner, server is nothing but which is serves to end user. Only simple words. What is server? What is server, sir? Server serves to the what server will serve means server will serve the services. Server is going to what, sir? Okay, sir, you said that server is going to serve to the end user of services. Here, first user service is biryani. Biryani served or not, sir? Service number 2 is sweets. Served or not, sir? Service number 3. Served or not, sir? This is general life example. Which example? Now jump into the technical example, sir. For example, let's take Paytm. Paytm, all of you know or not, sir? For example, user 1, I want to book the movie tickets from the Paytm, sir. I am passing input or not, sir? Paytm tickets. The moment if I type Paytm tickets, directly it is going to open me movie tickets or not, sir? User give input, server served. Clear now? Now second user want to pay the recharge bill. What you want to pay the? So type Paytm recharge. The moment if I type here, again Paytm server is serving me the service or not, sir? Correct or not? Now third user, what is the third user requirement? Means third user requirement is here. He want to book the flight tickets. Paytm flight tickets. I am passing some input. This Paytm server is sending me the flight tickets or not, sir? This is the exact meaning of server. What is the meaning of server? Server serve the services. What is server going to serve? To whom it will serve? Who are end users here? We are end users. The person who is using the application is called as end user. What we are going to call it as? Okay, fine. So let's go with the definition now. Server serves the services to end user. Who are end user here? We. Is it clear, sir? Coming to the server, again we have a lot of servers, sir. First one is web server. Second one, app. Third one is database server. Is it clear for you now? How many type of servers we are having? 3. First one is web server. Sir, what is server? To show the application. What is the purpose, sir? Already we have seen lot of examples on last class, but don't worry. People who have missed the last session, please contact me after the session. I will provide you the backup for you. Okay, fine. So today what is our agenda, sir? Creating a web server and show the live environment. First of all, you know what is the meaning of server, right? Tell me all of you, what is the meaning of server? Server serves the services to whom? I shown you 2 examples. First one is real life example. Second one is technical example. Are these both clear? So now coming to the types of servers, what is the major server here we are going to talking about now? What is the purpose of web server? To show the application. Okay, sir. How to create the web server now? You know what is the meaning of server? You know what is the meaning of web server? How to create the web server means, guys, listen. To create server, we need to have one cloud platform. What we need to have? To create server, don't write this one, no need of write. To create server, we need to have what? Cloud platform or cloud account. Let's talk about cloud account. Sir, none of you have cloud account now, but don't worry. Tomorrow I am going to show you how to create your cloud account. Okay. It is only 5 minutes of work. Don't worry. But today I already have one account now. Let's use my account and create the server. Sir, what is the cloud we are going to learn on our course, sir? Which cloud we are going to learn? AWS, DevOps, sir. DevOps is not a cloud, man, okay? It's a methodology. So we are going to learn about AWS cloud. Sir, in AWS, your servers are also going to call it as EC2 instances. What we are going to call it as? The simple meaning of EC2 means Elastic Compute Cloud. What is the meaning of EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. And one more thing, to write the notes, I'll give some time for you. Okay, while I'm explaining the class, right? So see there. Why? Because if I miss a small point, like while I'm explaining, if you miss a small point also, you need to get a lot of clarity then again. Okay. Sir, to create server, what we need to have? Cloud account. What is the cloud we are using on our course? In AWS, your servers are also going to call it as EC2 instances. What is the full form of EC2, sir? Elastic Compute. Is it clear till now? Okay. Sir, if I want to create the Elastic Compute Cloud, in how many steps we need to create? There are 7 steps to create. How many steps, sir? 7 is very lucky number, right? Tell me any 2 factors of lucky number for 7. 7 wonders, sir. 7 continents, sir. And what is the MS Dhoni also? 7 or 8, sir. So 7 steps we need to perform, sir. How many steps we need to perform? To create EC2 instance, we need to perform how many steps, sir? In shortcut, if you want to remember Dhoni. Dhoni number is 7 or not, sir? So directly you can remember it. Okay, sir. You said to create server, how many steps we need to perform? What are the steps? Means I'll explain the step each one by one. But before, let's assume our server is equal to computer. Our server is equal to what? Even servers are also called as big computers. Server is equal to computer. I'll ask you a couple of questions about computers. All of you have computers, right? Correct or not? In your computer, what kind of operating system you are using? Windows. Why you need to use operating system? If I don't use operating system, what will happen? Simple. Like simple words you can tell me. What is an operating system? Why we need to use the operating system? Okay, then still, that's correct answer. I'll tell you, sir, what language we can speak here? Telugu, Hindi, English, Kannada, mostly. And if there are some many BTS fans, they will speak Korea as well. Any BTS fans here? By God grace, no. Okay, fine. Sir, computer cannot speak Telugu, Hindi, English, sir. Computer knows only one language, that is called as binary language. Which language? What is the meaning of binary language here? Sir, can I learn zeros and ones, sir? Is it possible? Highly not possible. At the same time, I cannot teach computer to speak Telugu. That means I cannot understand what computer will speak and computer don't know what I am speaking. So if I want to interact with my computer, there we need to have some medium that is called as operating system. What it is called as? Without operating system, we cannot interact with any electronic device. Let's take smartwatches, smart TVs, mobiles. In mobiles also we have OS, right? Without operating system, you cannot interact with the electronic gadgets. Is it clear, sir? So that means, tell me, for our computer, if we don't have operating system, can I able to interact, sir? Is it possible? Then server is equal to computer or not, sir? Just like computer want operating system, our server also want operating system. Why? Because server need to interact with user or not? Server need to interact with user. To interact with the users, what we need to have, sir? Operating system. What we need to have? That is the step. But before that, step number 1 is tags. In tags, we can give name for the computer. What we can give? Your step number 1 for creating a server is tags, sir. What is your step number 1? Theoretical is done. I'll show you practically as well. Don't worry about the server creation. You don't have AWS account as of now. But in tomorrow's class, I'm going to show you how to create your AWS accounts. Let me delete all of them. So I'm going to take one region. Let's go for Paris. Of course, you can use whatever the region you want. So all these are my previous class servers. Forgot about them. Click on launch instance. The moment if you click on launch instance, first of all, you are seeing tags or not, sir? In tags, I can give my name. What is the name of my server? Netflix web server. Which server? That is, I am using this server for my Netflix client. What kind of server it is? Web server. Which server? Point number one is giving tags. In tags, can we give name or not, sir? Is it clear? Fine. Step number two is AMI. What it is? AMI is nothing but in this AMI, we are going to have the operating system for our server. What is the meaning of operating system here? Operating system is used for communication between user and computers. Clear, sir? Operating system is used for what? Communication between whom and whom? User and computer. If I don't have operating system, can I able to communicate, sir? Highly impossible. Clear now? In which step we are going to get the operating system for our server, sir? Step number 2. What is your step number 2? The full form of AMI is Amazon Machine Image. What is the full form here? So in Amazon Machine Image, we are going to get the operating system for our computer. At the same time, we will get some software packages as well. What we will get? That is your step number 2. Sir, here step number 1 is giving tags. What is your step number 2? AMI or not, sir? In AMI, we will get the operating system. Are you seeing here Linux operating system? Are you able to see it? And one more thing, always use second one. Why? Because latest AMI will have some bugs. So it is not preferable to recommend always using the latest version. We need to use always N-1. For example, sir, iPhone 13 comes into the market, sir. What happened, iPhone 12 user directly bought 13. But is there any difference between 12 and 13, sir? Just tell me, you are having iPhone 10. iPhone 13 comes into the market. Directly you bought what? 13 you bought. But after buying the 13, you came to know that 12 and 13 are same. Then is there any use of buying iPhone 13, sir? Because whatever features in 12, same in 13 as well. For that also, remember, whenever we are working on software, right? We need not to use the latest version. We need to use N-1 version. Which version? N-1 is current version is 10. We need to use 9 only. Current version is 13. We need to use 12. So here also I am using N-1 or not, sir? Why? Because latest thing will always have some bugs. What we will have there? For that purpose, I am using the Amazon Linux 2 here. So now, step number 1 is what, sir? Tags. We can give what here? Step number 2 is what here? In AMI, what we can provide, sir? Operating system and packages. Are these 2 steps clear till now? Everyone. Okay, what about you online? Can you please confirm me on chat once? Are these 2 steps clear or not till now? Okay, seems it is clear for everyone. Don't worry, I'll repeat the steps one more time as well. Okay, great. We can proceed. Step number 1 is giving name. Step number 2 is giving the operating system and packages. Sir, what is the necessity for giving operating system, sir? Interact with the user. If we don't have operating system, computers cannot able to interact with humans. Step number 3. It is called as instance type. What is the meaning of instance type? Means, sir, you have one laptop, sir, or you have one computer. For a computer, you have operating system. It is fine. But for your computer, you don't have CPU and memory. Can we use it? Your computer have operating system, fine. But it will not have the CPU and memory. In that case, will our computer works? Same like computer is equal to server or not, sir? That means our server also needs some CPU or not, sir? So CPU and RAM. Memory means here RAM, guys. What it is? In step number 3, we are going to select what? CPU and for practical purpose, we required at least one CPU and one memory. If we go to here, you can see T2 micro. What you are seeing, sir, here? In T2 micro, are you giving one CPU, sir? Is it enough, sir? And are you getting 1 GB of RAM, sir? Memory means here RAM. What is memory means here? ROM means we will decide on some other place. Don't worry about it. Step number 3 is instance type here. Instance type, what you are going to provide? CPU and memory. Why to provide CPU and memory? If there is no CPU and memory, our server cannot process the data or not, sir? That's the reason. It is your which step? Third step. Is it clear till now? Step number 1 is what? Tag. Step number 2, AMI. Step number 3, now your middle step. Step number 4 is key pair. What is your step number 4? Sir, key pair we use for login purpose, sir. To log into the server, I need to use key pair. I'll ask you a small question to you. Sir, you have your laptop. Okay. Unfortunately, your laptop doesn't have any password, sir. Your laptop doesn't have any password. Is it risk or not, sir? So in that case, to log into the server also, we need to create one password. That password we can put on key pair. In key pair, basically we have very large password. If you want me to show, I'll show. Let me show you the password. So if you go and see, are you seeing the password here? How lengthy it is? And again, it will be encryption mode. Which mode? So that is called as private key. We need to call it as keys actually. We don't call it as password. We need to call them as keys only. What we need to call them as? Keys. Yes, to login purpose. Sir, in step number 4, what you are going to generate? Key pair. Why we are using key pair, sir? To login purpose. Okay. When we are talking about keys, there are majorly 2 types of keys. How many types of keys? First one is public key. Which key? Public key is managed by AWS. Public key is going to manage by. Second one is private key. Private key is going to manage by the user. That means we. How many type of key pairs we have? First one is public key. Public key is going to manage by. Private key is going to manage by. Sir, how user is going to manage the private key? Means we will store on our local laptop. Where we can store it on? If you want me to show, sir, here, if you go to the browser, are you seeing key pair here? Click on create a new key pair. The key pair name I'm going to give is 11 AM batch. What is the name of the key pair? Or like, let's give you our original time only, 10:45 batch. Clear, sir, no? Don't do anything. Click on create key pair. The moment if you click on create key pair stores on your local or not, sir? I can manage my key pair or not? This is what going to be your step number 4. So again, step number 4, what we are going to create? Key pair. Key pair is used for the login purpose. How many type of keys we have generally? What are those? Public key. Public key is going to manage by the. Private key is going to manage by the users. Have I shown you how to download our key pair, sir? And again, in private also, again, we have 2 types, that is called as PEM and PPK. I'm going to show it on your next class. Basically, key pair means 2, public and private. In that private also, we have 2 types. How many types we have? First one is PEM. Second one is PPK. I'll talk about this later. It is your step number 4. Are these 4 steps clear now? Step number 1, tag. Step number 2, AMI. Step number 3, step number 4. Clear now? That's it. Now coming to the step number 5, it is very important and a bit of tricky actually. Step number 5 is your network. Step number 5 is what? Network. Okay, fine. Sir, network means what? Means, for example, if you create a server, sir, some other people try to log into your server. We can block with our network or not, sir? If you talk about, we have something called as VPNs, right? What is the purpose of using VPNs? Security purpose. And then, see, simple meaning I'll tell you is, VPN main purpose is virtual private network. That means we can create our own network or not, sir? Same like in real time as well. When you are working with AWS, we have something called as VPC. That is called as virtual private cloud. What is the full form of VPC? What is the purpose of using virtual private cloud? Means we can create our own network, sir. Sir, is it good to have our own network? For example, if I create one network, if I give to you, you try to work with my network, I can able to access your data or not, sir? But instead of that, if I create my own network, every control will be on my hands only. I can do whatever I want or not, sir? That's what exactly. That step we are going to define on which step? Step number 5. What is your step number 5? Network. In network, what we are going to define? VPC. What is the full form of VPC? Why to use VPC? To create the network. Guys, VPC is a biggest concept actually. Here I'm just giving a small brief only. It is demo, right? I cannot show you everything on demo. We have the biggest concept of VPC. It will take at least 2 to 3 hours to explain. But that you are going to learn on our daily classes. So here VPC means it's a virtual private cloud. Use it to make our own network. Second one I'm going to talk about is security groups. What I'm going to talk about? Sir, security group is nothing but in our server, we will deploy application or not, sir? In our server, we deploy our application is going to run on some specific port numbers. In server, we have port numbers. Every application is going to have some specific port number. That port numbers we are going to define on where, sir? Security groups. Where we are going to define port numbers? To explain this concept, VPC concept I explained by using VPN. Security group also I'll explain with the help of phone number. All of you have phone numbers, right? What is the purpose of using phone numbers? To communicate with other person. For example, if you want to communicate with me, my phone number is something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. If you call to that number only, I'll respond or not, sir? For example, if you call 9988777655, it will go to some other person. Will you get your required output? Why you are not getting your required output, sir? Because that is not the accurate number, right? If you give the correct number, then you will go to the correct person. Same here as well. Whenever we deploy any application on our server, that application is going to run on specific port number. For example, if you talk about web server, port number for web server is 80. What is the port number for web server? Sir, if that 80 port number I cannot able to access, will I get my application, sir? So port numbers we are going to define on security groups. Where we are? So I'm going to define port numbers. And there is a range 0 to 65,535. It is your port range actually. What is the range of your port? 0 to 65K. Like simply remember 0 to 65K. Okay. Sir, what is your step number 5? Network. In networking, what we are going to define? Why we need to define VPC? To create our own network. And next one we are going to define why to use security groups. To give the port number. Sir, why to give the port numbers? If you give the port number only, then only your application will come. If you call me correctly, then only I'll receive or not, sir. Same like if you give the perfect port number only, you will get the application. If you don't give the port number, we won't get the application. Clear or not, sir? That's it. It is your step number 5. Slowly. I can hear, okay? Okay, then. Hmm. It's up to our choice. If you want to define all of them, you can define. That's what I'm gonna show you. Just wait here. So if you go to here, are you seeing edit symbols are here? Go for edit. By default, we have some VPC. Are you seeing this one? So by default, AWS people will get, will give one VPC for us. You can use this, or we can create our custom VPC as well. For demo, let's use the default VPC. Now coming to the security groups, first of all, give the security group name as Netflix. What is the name of security group? Sir, by default, we have SSH. It is the by default security protocol we have. What is the meaning of SH means? I'll write it here. SSH means secure shell. Port number is 22. Sir, why to use SSH? My question for all of you. What is the purpose of using SSH? Yeah, the main intention of using the SSH is to communicate with servers. If I want to communicate with server, I need to log into the port number 22. Okay. If anyone want to communicate with our server, what is the port number we want to use? What is the protocol we are using here? SSH. So I am writing here to communicate with servers. Is it clear, sir? Okay. Sir, by default, we will have it. And second thing is, sir, our application is running on which port number, sir? 80. So here, click on add security group rule. Instead of custom, are you seeing all traffic here? Guys, all traffic means 0 to 65,000 I can give. For example, if I give 80, next time I want to give port number 8080. Again, I want to add or not, sir? Instead of doing that process, if I click all traffic here, and if I put anywhere, that means 0 to 65,000 security groups will be allocated here. Clear now? Instead of giving one by one, I am giving all at a single time. Clear now? For example, I want to take the attendance. For example, let's say, instead of calling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can I call 1 to 10? Is anyone absent today? Better way or not, sir? Same like here also, instead of giving one by one port values, I am giving all the ports at a single point of time. Clear now? It is your step number 5. Which one, sir? Network. So your step number 6 is finally storage. What is your step number 6? So storage by default we will get 8 GB. Storage means ROM here. What is storage here? RAM is already given or not, sir? So in storage I am going to give 8 GB. Server means it need to save some data. To save data, we need to have storage or not, sir? Just like your laptop is there. In laptop, do you have SSD and HDD? What is the purpose of using both? Store data. That means our computer is equal to server or not, sir? Server also needs some data or not, sir? For that purpose, we are giving the storage. What is the minimum storage, sir? And maximum, we are getting up to 16 GB. How much we are getting? Sorry, 16 TB, not GB. 16 terabytes. How much it is? 16 terabyte means very big data or not, sir? But in real time, we won't use terabytes. Maximum, we can use up to 200 to 300 GB. It's fine, actually. Terabyte means we need to pay a lot of amount. Instead of paying the amount, we can use it on 200 GB and 300 GB. But for our classes, practical, we required only 8 GB. How much? 8 GB is enough for us. So it is your step number 6. What is your step number 6? What is the minimum and maximum of data? 8 GB to what? 16 terabytes. So now these are the 6 steps. How many steps done till now? There is one more step, right? That one more step is what you call as C. Already I have 8 GB, right? If I want to make it to 10 GB, I can make it to 10 GB as well. Click on drop down here, just make it as 10. Is it clear, sir? But I don't want 10, I want only 8. It is enough for me. So it is your which step number? And final step is summary. Summary means you can check the what you have selected. For example, it is my AMI. It is my instance type. It is my security group. It is my volume. That means I am going to get the summary of my server. What is your step number 7? summary. So here give it as step number 7 and write it as summary. Summary means to review actually. What is the purpose of summary? To review. Is it clear or not, sir, till now? One more time, I'll explain for all of you from step number 1. Sir, let's start with the agenda. What is our agenda today? Creating a web server and show the live environment. What is the meaning of server, sir? Server serves the service to end users. What is the web server here? Show the application. Sir, to create server, which account we need to have? Cloud account. Which cloud we are using? In AWS, our servers are also going to call us. To create EC2 instance, how many steps we need to perform? What are those? First one, step number 1 is tags. In tags, what we are going to define? Step number 2 is in AMI, what we are going to define? OSN software packages. Step number 3 is instance type. What we are going to define here? CPU and RAM. Step number 4. In key pair, what is the necessity of using key pair? Login purpose. How many keys we have? First one is, second one is, public key is going to manage by, private key is going to manage by. Step number 5. Network. In network, what you are going to do? VPC and security group. Why we need to use VPC? To create our own network. Why to use security group? To access the application. VPC is to network creation. Security group is to access the application. Step number 6. How much it is? Maximum 16. Final one is summary. One more time, practically also I'll show you. I'm not going to create. Let me click on refresh. If I get refresh, I'll do from starting right now. See. First one is I'm giving my server name as Netflix web server. Second one, here I'm going to use AMI. AMI is better to use n-1 or not, sir? Of course, you can also use this. I am not telling, don't use this one. Better to use n-1 version. Instance type is T2 micro. We will get 1 CPU and 1 GB of memory. Step number 4 is key pair. Click on create new key pair. Give the key pair name. Some like whatever the random key pair you want, give the key pair name. And here click on download key pair. Okay, but already I have one key pair or not, sir? So I'm using my Netflix select 1045 AM batch. Network. How to edit our network, sir? Click on edit here. By default, we have SSH. What is the main purpose of using SSH? Secure shell to log into, to communicate with our server. Next one, if I want to add all traffic, click on add security group. Click on drop down. You are seeing instead of custom, I need to put anywhere. And finally, 8 GB is enough or not, sir? Click on launch instance. That's it. Your server is ready now. You know how much time it will take to create a server? How much time it will take? 30 seconds is maximum. Maximum is 30 seconds, okay? But recent AWS services is going to create within 5 seconds as well. Like it depends upon your internet speed and type of instance you have taken. But ideally, what is the time means 30 seconds is the ideal time. Server running or not, sir? So now click on the checkbox here. If you want to connect to your server, it is very easy. Are you seeing checkbox here? Click on the checkbox and click on connect. Again, are you seeing one more connect option here? This is the connection to our server. It is a connection to your, sir, is your server connected now? And don't think that is the black screen. Of course, that is a black screen, but is your real-time server that is. What it is called as? Okay, sir, fine. You said about real-time server. I'll agree. But what my requirement is, you said this is real-time server, but wait is the real-time application. So real-time work means you need to have a real-time server. Have I shown you real-time server? Same time you need to show me real-time application or not, sir? I'm going to deploy the application now. What I'm going to do? That deployment is also an automation way. Which way? Sir, automation is one of the key principle or not, sir? Okay. I am going to show you the deployment and automation way. Just give me 1 second. Here I have one script, sir. In that script, I am going to automate the deployment. Don't worry about the script. You don't know this concept, na? So just give me this one. Copy the content from here. See, this process I haven't explained to you. I'm just showing it. Okay. Don't worry. VM Netflix.sh. All of your mobile phones, huh? Open your mobile phones. Okay. I am not doing anything. I'll just run one file, sir. What is the meaning of scripting means? If you run one file, everything need to be done automatically. I am running the file sh netflix.sh. So open your Google Chrome, all of you. Are you able to see the public IP address? Okay, if you are not able to see, I'll show it here. Give me 1 second. So it is my public IP address. I won't do anything here. Just to copy the public IP address on your mobiles. 35.181.53.106. If you copy that IP address and hit enter, you will get the live application of Netflix. Already online people started accessing the application here. Have you got the application? Sir, live application or not, sir? Am I getting the live logs here? See there? Okay, don't think that is hacking. That is not hacking. That is called logs actually. In movies, they will say it is called a hacker screen, right? That is not the hacker screen. These are called as live logs. What we are going to call it as? If you access my application, I'll get your details here. I mean, not like this. We need to write some backend code as well. Okay. I'll show you on my screen. I'll show you on my screen here. Control A. And let me remove this one from here. Sir, if I paste this one, sir, is it same Netflix application or not, sir? Huh? As it is print. If you go to real application, Netflix. I mean, I already have this one. Click on this. Netflix sign up. So type this. It is my public IP address. Copy the public IP address here and type Netflix sign up. Hit enter. Sir, if you see, are these both screens same or different, sir? The screen is a real-time application, right? It is a real Netflix application. But this is the application what I deployed in front of you. Sir, how much time I have taken, sir, for deployment? 1 minute, right? How I have done it on 1 minute? With the help of script. We are going to do automation or not, sir? Everything, whatever the course you are going to learn, 100% automation. We will not do any kind of manual works. Whatever the work here we are going to do is completely what kind of work? Automation. Sir, here if you see, if I run one file, entire application came or not, sir? Have I done anything here? No. What is our agenda today? Here I clearly shown you. Our agenda is create a web server. Have I created one web server? And I have shown you the live environment or not, sir? So initially I said one thing. Whatever the content here you are going to learn, everything will be live content. From day one itself. It is day one, right? Day one of practical. From day one of practical only, whatever the content you are going to learn, completely this will be live content. That means whatever you work on real time, same work here we are going to learn. But learning will be which method? Manual or automation? You can ask me why we need to go for automation. Because as a DevOps engineer, our key principle is to automate. What are our key principles? I'll tell you majorly 3 key principles, like major principles. First one is writing understanding the architecture. Have I shown you architectures? Principle number 2 is automating. Have I shown you automating? Principle number 3 is writing the pipelines. Writing what? Pipelines I'm going to show you on Jenkins concept. Why? Because if you want to write the pipeline, we need to know about Jenkins. Okay. That is also I'm going to show you. But whatever the steps we are going to follow, it will be on sequenced manner. If you talk about on demo, what is your first roles and responsibilities? Understanding the architecture. Last class I said or not, sir? After understanding the architecture, what I said, we have 3 types of servers. Web server, app server, database server. I said or not, sir? I said that on very last class. But in the very next class, have I shown it lively for you? Presentation layer. What is presentation layer? to show the application. Is showing my application or not, sir? And if you want to go to app server, what you want to give here? We need to use the application. I mean, I need to pass some input or not, sir? If you click on submit, it will go to app server. Sir, here I am not able to go to application server. Why? Because do you have backend code here? All right. If I have backend code, then I'll go to my Netflix application as well. Clear now? So now, is our agenda clear for today? All in, guys. Is it clear for you? So before that, like I would like to ask one thing from your end. How the class for today? All of you need to tell. How the class? Good. Are you feeling it is real-time content? So it is our which day? Day 1 of practical, right? So whatever the practical stuff here you are going to learn, completely 100% is live hands-on practical. That means if the class is done now, after that you are going to lab. In the lab, I am going to take you the class here, right? Same, I will be available on your labs. So all of to you, I said this one, but one more time I am repeating. There are some new folks today for the class. So I'm repeating it for you, all of you. So what's our course duration, guys? 2.5 months. So daily class timings will be 10:45 to 12:15. And it is hands-on batch. What is the meaning of hands-on batch? After your class is done, I'm going to provide the notes for you. Taking the same notes and you need to practice on labs. In your labs, we are going to provide help for you. Me along with, we have 5 mentors. If you go to lab, right, if you start practicing, they will stand in front of you. If you get any small doubt, or if you get any kind of big doubt, they are going to come to you and they are going to solve your doubts. Along with them, I am also going to be available there. Okay. Next, total number of DevOps tools we are going to cover and number of AWS concepts, 12. With this course, how much of experience you can get? That's what I'm sure. Why? Because a lot of people go on with the experience only here. Okay. If you want, I will ask them to interact with you as well. Next, what will be the fees here? 8,000. So 8,000 for classes and remaining 8,000 will be the videos. You can ask me, sir, there are a lot of institutes on Amirpet in India. Like why we need to join only on particular Narishite and why only on this batch? So coming to the advantages of joining my batch. First of all, I'll teach you about complete resume building. Resume building I'll teach for fresher experience as well as career shift person as well. Next one, career guidance I'm going to provide you. And the best thing is I'll take mock interviews. Mock interviews is nothing but, for example, if your course is done, before attending to interview, if you come to me, I'll take some mocks for you. That mock interview is going to give some confidence for you. Okay. If you do any mistakes here, I'll correct them. Next, PDFs and live environment, like live notes, PDFs. Have you seen the PDF in starting of session? Completely, whatever the course we are going to teach completely is on PDFs only. That is completely up to live animation. I'll teach the live animation PDFs as well as I'm giving the live notes as well. Live notes means whatever the content I'm writing on the notes here, these notes you will get at the same time you will get the PDFs as well. And finally, LinkedIn session. What is the LinkedIn session? Means all of you have LinkedIn here. How many connections you have, man? You have the LinkedIn. Okay. How many connections you have? 0. Then what is the purpose of using it? But in my classes, I am also going to show you how to build your LinkedIn network. You have Instagram application, right? You have WhatsApp, right? Tell me any 2 advantages for your professional career for using those both. For personal life, it is important, sir. But for professional life, we need to use LinkedIn or not, sir? If you have the LinkedIn profile very goodly, lot of recommendations will come to you, definitely. Okay. So I'm also going to teach you how to build your network on LinkedIn. And finally, interpersonal skills. How many of you have stage fear here? Raise your hands. Even once upon a time I have. Okay. Remaining people you don't have, huh? Sure. You have only stage fear, right? That means you cannot talk on stage. Okay. Here we don't have any stage. Na? Come to here. See, basically, whenever you go for interview, right, the first thing they will ask you about self-intro. You need to stand upon at least 20 to 30 members and you need to tell about yourself. Sir, do you know about yourself or not, sir? Because 25 years still you are traveling with yourself. Definitely, you know something about yourself, but you cannot able to tell to the people. whatever the fears you are having, these fears also I'm going to eliminate from you. For that purpose, I'm going to take intrapersonal skill classes. But this is not now, at least we will go from 2 weeks now. I'm also going to take the intrapersonal, like how to introduce yourself, how to prepare for group discussions, and how to go for technical, and even how to groom yourself as well. So if you go to any other institutes, they will not provide this much of content as well. And content wise, I said, right, take my presentation like PDF, I have given it, syllabus copy. Take that syllabus copy and compare it to wherever you want. You cannot find syllabus more than me over. Okay. So this is about the brief intro of what you are going to do for the next 2.5 months. Clear, sir? And one more thing, for the online people as well, we are going to provide the mentor support. Like that mentor support is going to be provided for you once you're done with the registration as well. Okay. And come to registration. So here we are not like this. If you come to day 1 today, okay, we are not going to ask to go for registration. Come to 3 more days. Listen to the classes. If you find these classes are very good and the way of interacting and explaining is very good, then only join here. Okay. Why? Because our main motto is to provide the quality content for the people. All of you are from middle class, right? So middle class people will not afford 30K and 40K for DevOps course. So we are providing it for minimal effort, and the major priority goes for your satisfaction only. And even once upon a time, same content what I am teaching, you know, I'll teach 50% of content for some other institute, and I have taken 20 to 30K for them. But I have doubled the content, I have decreased the amount now. Why? Because Naresh IT has some valued principles. So entire faculty and entire like admin team and everyone who is going to work here, we stick to the basic principles only. First of all is minimal fees and maximum content we are going to provide for you. Okay. That's it. Give me 1 second. Okay. So by wrapping up this one. So first thing is, are you satisfied with the class today? Seems good, huh? Okay, so now any doubts or any queries from your end? And completely after done with our classes, daily you are going to have 10 to 15 minutes of interaction with me. In this 10 to 15 minutes, whatever the doubts and you are having of your queries and your technical skills, you can interact with me, you can ask with me, and I'm going to solve those queries for you. So now coming to doubts or query session. First of all, offline. Any doubts or any queries from your end? Yeah, please. That we have the source code on my local. In my GitHub, I have the source code. I'll give the same source code for you as well. Okay. So then any queries or any doubts? Don't you have any doubts? No. I'll show you. We have some online editors for it. For example, if you want to create website, you know one thing, how much time it will take to create a website for you? Huh? 5 minutes, sure. That means you are outdated actually. 30 seconds is more than enough. You want me to show me? And one more thing I forgot to tell you, like in our course, I'm also going to teach you AI tools, right? I forgot to tell this point. For every batch, I'll tell some AI tools which help for your company. Like if you want to develop some skills, you can use this one. If you want to create your own website, click on generate your own website. For example, I'm a photographer. So I would like to go to photography. Click on this one. Click on next. Next. That's it. Sir, I don't do anything. If you want to calculate business name, clicks by camera. Like clicks by Raham. Let's take my own name only. Click on generate website, sir. Within 30 seconds, your website is going to launch. Just check it now. Am I doing anything here? Like this kind of things also I'm gonna tell you on class, but I forgot to share you on now, but I'll tell you this. Your website is ready. Sir, clicks by Raham is my website or not, sir? Click on slow down here. Are you seeing my works here? I seeing my service here. And are you seeing about me here? That's it, sir. My website is ready. How much time I have spent with it? 30 seconds. How I have done it? With the help of AI tools or not, sir? This kind of tools also you are going to learn. Okay. But not now, like once our course started slowly, if you are comfortable with all the environments, I'm going to teach you this type of things as well. Clear now? Okay. So then online guys, any doubts or queries from your end, you can also ping me on the comments. Oh. Linux servers. Why? Because in real time, 96% of your servers will run on Linux only. If you talk about this one, you know, supercomputers run completely on Linux only. You know, smartphones, tell me any few smartphones, you know, Android platforms, Vivo, Oppo, Samsung, MI, all these are Android or not, sir? Completely Android also running on Linux only. Okay. In real time, Linux is having a lot of advantages that I'm going to tell you on your upcoming classes. Okay. Yes, you have. We have something called as RDP there. If you use RDP, you can connect your Windows server. There you can install some web server and you can IS, you know, IS. Here I deployed the web server called HTTPD, but in Windows we have something called as IIS. You can deploy your application there. Same code you can use there as well. Okay. So then, Sheikh Rohib, what are the difference between DevOps and Azure DevOps? Guys, remember, Azure DevOps complete tools are inbuilt on Azure only. For example, if you want to write pipeline, Azure pipeline will be there. If you want to work on Kubernetes, we have something called as AKS. In Azure, everything is inbuilt, but whereas AWS DevOps and GCP DevOps, we need to use DevOps as third-party tools. Okay. Again, the work is going to be same, Sheikh. Hi, sir. Please send the syllabus copy for the DevOps. And one more thing. Here, I don't have. Yeah, basically, I don't have option to send it here. Please contact your admin, Akshay. Okay, your admin is going to be Santosh here. So please contact Santosh. I'm going to send his name and details for you. Give me 1 second. And offline, all of you taken syllabus copy? How many of you haven't taken? Okay, then spare couple of minutes. You are going to get the syllabus copy now. I'll ask ISR to come here. Okay, online. You are going to get the details on your chat box in couple of minutes. Please stay there. Okay, you can get the hands-on syllabus document as well as code duration and everything. And one more thing, offline, you have the Rajesh sir, right? Just now one sir came to the class. You can go to him and you can ask for the syllabus copy. He is going to give one QR code for you. If you scan that QR code, you are going to get the document there. So still any doubts or any queries from your end? I'll provide the GitHub for you. GitHub link. Okay, you need to have something called as GitHub. In tomorrow's class, I'll show you how to take these notes. And if you want it now, open your cameras, all of you. Take the notes like this. Let me make it side. You can take it now. Okay, the people who want to speak, you can raise your hands. I'll give unmute option for you. 1 second. So first of all, Gopi Naidu want to speak. Okay, Gopi, you can unmute yourself and speak. Gopi, you can speak now, Gopi.
Yeah, hi sir.
1 second. Let me change the settings here for audio.
Yeah.
Gopi, can you speak now?
Yes. Yes,
Hello?
sir. So your class is really good and it's very pretty clear to understand.
Thank you, Gopi.
The only problem that I am facing here is like, when online people or offline people are asking questions
Okay.
or any doubts,
Okay.
offline obviously we cannot hear, but at least in online we should be able to see that, because that doubt it might not be raising by me, but still I
Okay.
can get the answer for that. So in a Zoom, basically, whereas other faculties are having an option for everyone, like for
Yeah,
example,
yeah. Basically, I got your point, Gopi. Basically, what happened is, so the settings is going to give in for the host only. But don't worry, if the doubts is only problem, I'll read the doubt as well for you. Okay.
yeah, no, but that's not a big challenge of getting that enabled, right, sir?
Yeah, again, that's what I said, right? So here meeting settings and everything will be on the control of host only. I'll just join as a participant only. Okay. They need to change.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hope it is clear. But don't worry, like what are the questions that can be asked by online or offline? I'll ask the question, like I'll repeat the question and I'll give the answer for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Gopi. So next, Tarun Kumar, you can speak now.
Hello. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good
So
afternoon.
my doubt is why I always confused which one is better for me. Normal DevOps or Azure DevOps or AWS DevOps.
I'll tell about definitely AWS DevOps. Why? Because if you know the market share, what is the market share of AWS? You know, 34%. How much it is?
34.
But when you ask about Azure, Azure is having 19%. So you
Okay.
can compare the difference, right? So always AWS DevOps will have the high priority rather
Okay.
than using Azure DevOps. I hope it is clear for you, Tarun.
Okay. Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Next, Asha. Asha, you can speak, Asha. Asha Jyoti.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, Asha.
Sir, I'm 2019 batch
Okay.
with zero knowledge. Can I get a job in DevOps?
That depends upon how hard we are going to work, Asha. Like, see, if you take the course, you cannot get the job, right? If you take the course, if you put your efforts and if you practice well, definitely you can get some practical knowledge. That practical knowledge, if you show to the companies, right? Definitely they will hire you, Asha.
Yes, sir. And coming to the placements, can you
Yeah, and
can
one more thing I
you refer
forgot to tell you. So
any?
Naresh IT is also going to provide placement as well, like placement support. That means after our course is done, you can register for our online placement assistance. Whatever the placements we are having, okay, they are going to send one link for you. In that link, you are going to get the placement details. Completely like till now, what are the students they have taken training here, right? They have been placed on MNCs as well. But remember, after your completion of course only, you can attend for the placements. So we are also going to provide some placement support for you. Okay, Asha?
Yes, sir. Can you change any timing, sir?
Timing is not possible. Like if you want, there is another batch going to happen me soon, but not now. Just please contact your admin once. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you. So next, Priyanka, you can speak now. 1 second, Priyanka Chavan. You can speak now, Priyanka.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Actually, this was my first session, and I am 2016 pass student.
Okay.
So I think I don't have good knowledge or good command on IT right now, but I
Okay.
want that.
Okay.
So, and the question is, how can I get the previous sessions?
Already, if you see the chat box, right, Priyanka, Rajesh NAT admin, we have one name. So he shared all the recording videos of previous day 1, day 2 sessions. Please check
Okay.
your chat box one. You can see there.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. So next, Asit, you can speak now. Asit, are you there?
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, hi Asit.
Sir, currently I am working on a MNC in
Okay.
some like I'm doing MinStack. I am a MinStack
Monstack.
developer
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. So my plan is to move to DevOps. So is it a good idea or?
Definitely. And one more thing, all of you guys listen here. For example, if you're working as a developer, you can only develop the application, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a DevOps engineer, you can develop the application on your own and you can deploy it on your own. And like Asit, when it comes to the technical knowledge, right? So can you please decrease the sound there? I'm getting my own voice. Who logged in
Okay,
there?
sorry.
You are okay. Please. Yeah. So Ashish, like what I can suggest you is if you have the DevOps skills and both developer skills, right? You will have the lot of package in market. That's what I'm sure. Why? Because 2% work you can be able to do by yourself, right? So it is better to go with the DevOps. I can suggest for you. Okay. Okay, then finally, Jay Lakshmi, you can speak now. So last doubt for today. Hello.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Jay Lakshmi.
Sir, after completion of DevOps course,
Hmm?
is any requirement to take Linux course separately, sir?
And Linux is completely free of cost for you. So already I said, right? So if you take the DevOps course, complete Linux admin course will be free for you. Okay, you can join on from evening 4 p.m. session.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Definitely, it is admin level course, right? Even you can take it and you can do, yeah, you can take it. I'll recommend everyone to go for Linux class as well.